Ladies and gentlemen, life is one of the greatest gifts we are ever given. It is a journey filled with opportunities, responsibilities, challenges, and dreams. Yet too often, people treat life as if it were something to be wasted, ignored, or taken lightly. We must remember that life is not a joke. It is serious, valuable, and precious. Every second we spend, every choice we make, and every action we take shapes not only our future, but also the lives of those around us. Life is one of the rarest blessings, and its true worth is often realized only when it slips away from us or from someone we love. We live each day as if tomorrow is guaranteed, forgetting that life itself is fragile and uncertain. The preciousness of life lies in the fact that we do not control how much time we are given. Every heartbeat, every breath, and every new dawn is a gift that millions do not get to experience. When we begin to acknowledge how rare and priceless this gift is, our perspective on how we live changes completely. Many people treat life as though it can be wasted without consequence, spending years caught in distractions or negativity. But when you see life as valuable, you start to guard your time, your energy, and your choices more carefully. You begin to prioritize what truly matters rather than chasing meaningless pursuits. Just like we protect our most treasured possessions, we must protect our life by filling it with meaningful actions and positive habits. To neglect these truths is to risk losing the beauty of our journey before it is fully lived. The value of life also lies in the opportunities it brings. Each day presents us with countless chances to grow, learn, and create something new. Even in hardships, life teaches us lessons that become stepping stones to strength and wisdom. If we regard life as precious, we treat failures not as permanent defeats but as valuable experiences. We also begin to treat other people's lives with respect, knowing that everyone is fighting battles we cannot see. When we see the worth of life, kindness and empathy naturally flow from our hearts. Life's preciousness is also reflected in the fact that it cannot be replaced or duplicated. Money, possessions, and status can all be regained once lost, but life cannot. No amount of wealth or power can buy back a single moment. This realization should inspire us to live fully, to cherish our loved ones, and to strive for our goals with determination. When we treat life as a treasure, we become more intentional in how we spend it, because we know every second is priceless and will never return. Time is one of the most powerful yet invisible forces in life. Unlike wealth, possessions, or opportunities, time cannot be stored, borrowed, or reclaimed. The moment it passes, it disappears forever. This makes time the most valuable currency we have, and yet it is also the most underestimated. People often waste days, months, and even years believing they will always have more. But in reality, every tick of the clock is a reminder that our life is gradual moving forward. Once we truly grasp that time cannot be retrieved, our mindset toward life and priorities changes completely. When time is wasted on unproductive habits, meaningless arguments, or unnecessary distractions, it silently drains away opportunities for growth and success. Unlike mistakes in other areas of life, mistakes with time cannot be fixed by simply starting over. Lost time cannot be recovered. It can only be replaced with regret if we do not learn its value. This is why wise people are often careful about where they invest their time and with whom they spend it. They recognize that every choice about time use has a direct impact on the quality of their future. The irreversibility of time also teaches us the importance of living in the present moment. Too many people live either trapped in the past or anxious about the future, forgetting that the only time they truly own is now. By focusing on the present, we make the most of each day, creating memories and building progress step by step. Appreciating the present also means being grateful for the people around us, because we never know when time will take them away. If we don't value these moments now, we may find ourselves looking back, wishing we had. Time's true worth becomes even more evident when we consider how it defines our legacy. Great achievements, strong relationships, and personal growth are not built overnight. They are the result of consistent investments of time. Every hour we dedicate to our dreams, to our loved ones, and to self-improvement shapes the kind of life we will leave behind. If we waste time, we waste life itself. But if we respect time and use it wisely, it becomes a tool that builds success, fulfillment, and meaning in our journey. Discipline and responsibility form the backbone of a meaningful life. Without discipline, even the greatest talent remains unused, and without responsibility, even the best opportunities are wasted. Discipline teaches us how to manage our time, control our desires, and focus on long-term goals instead of short-term pleasures. Responsibility, on the other hand, reminds us that our actions affect not just ourselves, but also the people around us. Together, these two qualities transform ordinary individuals into successful and respected human beings who can handle both achievements and failures with maturity. Living without discipline is like sailing a ship without a compass, drifting aimlessly with no control over the direction of life. A person who avoids responsibility may find temporary comfort in escaping duties, but eventually reality catches up. Laziness and carelessness often lead to regret because they waste both potential and precious time. On the other hand, discipline creates structure in our daily routine, ensuring that we do not waste time on unimportant things. When combined with responsibility, it pushes us to fulfill our commitments and stay true to our word, making us more reliable and trustworthy in the eyes of others. Discipline also builds inner strengths by training the mind to overcome distractions and temptations. Whether it is waking up early, working hard toward a goal, or avoiding harmful habits, discipline helps us stay committed even when motivation fades. Responsibility complements this by reminding us that every choice carries consequences. It forces us to think beyond our own comfort and consider the impact our decisions will have on our family, friends, and society. When both qualities are present, a person becomes not only successful but also respected for their integrity and reliability. Another important aspect is that discipline and responsibility prepare us for challenges. Life will always present obstacles, and without these qualities, it is easy to give up when things become difficult. Discipline trains us to push forward consistently, while responsibility prevents us from blaming others and instead encourages us to take ownership of our circumstances. People who embody both traits are often the ones who rise above hardships, turning struggles into opportunities. They understand that life is not a joke. It requires serious effort, accountability, and a disciplined approach to truly achieve something meaningful. Every human being is born with a purpose, even if it takes years to discover it. Life is not just about existing, eating, working, and sleeping. It is about finding meaning that gives our journey direction. Without a sense of purpose, life can feel empty and confusing, no matter how much wealth or comfort one may have. Purpose acts as a guiding light, reminding us why we wake up every morning and why we continue to strive despite difficulties. It gives our efforts value and makes our sacrifices worthwhile. And makes our sacrifices worthwhile. Living with purpose means recognizing that our lives are part of something greater than ourselves. It could be serving our family, contributing to society, or fulfilling a dream that positively impacts others. When we discover this deeper meaning, we no longer waste our days in distraction or aimlessness. Instead, we focus on actions that bring us closer to fulfilling that mission. Even small tasks start to feel significant when we see them as part of a larger vision. This mindset helps us rise above temporary setbacks because we know our journey is driven by something bigger. Meaning in life also provides emotional strength during tough times. When challenges strike, people without purpose often feel lost, questioning why they must suffer. But those who have discovered meaning understand that struggles are part of their journey, shaping them into stronger individuals. Purpose gives pain a reason, turning hardships into lessons and obstacles into stepping stones. It transforms what could be seen as punishment into an opportunity for growth, helping us persevere when giving up feels easier. Furthermore, when people realize life has purpose, they treat it with more respect and seriousness. They begin to value their time, their relationships, and their personal growth, because they know these elements are essential to fulfilling their role in life. They also become more compassionate toward others, recognizing that every person is walking their own purposeful path. This understanding creates harmony, cooperation, and inspiration as people uplift one another in their shared journey of meaning. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, and while many people fear them, they are often the very experiences that shape us into stronger and wiser individuals. Without obstacles, growth would be impossible, because comfort does not demand effort or courage. Challenges test our patience, resilience, and determination, forcing us to dig deeper within ourselves to find solutions. They reveal our hidden strengths and teach us lessons that cannot be learned from books or easy living. In this way, every hardship carries the potential to transform us into better versions of ourselves. When we face difficulties, we are pushed outside of our comfort zones. This discomfort might feel painful at first, but it is necessary for progress. Just like gold is purified through fire, human character is refined through trials. Challenges demand that we adapt, think critically, and develop problem-solving skills. Over time, these experiences strengthen not only our minds but also our spirits. A life without challenges may appear peaceful, but it often leads to stagnation and weakness, whereas overcoming struggles creates resilience. and courage. Another important aspect of challenges is that they help us appreciate success more deeply. Achievements that come too easily are often taken for granted, but victories earned after enduring hardship carry a sense of pride and fulfillment. The struggle gives meaning to the accomplishment, reminding us of the effort, patience, and persistence required to reach that point. In this sense, challenges add depth and value to life, making us grateful for every small step forward. They teach us humility, reminding us that nothing worthwhile comes without sacrifice. Challenges also shape our character by teaching us empathy and compassion. When we go through struggles, we become more understanding of the struggles of others. This shared human experience creates bonds of kindness and solidarity, making us more compassionate and supportive. A person who has never faced adversity may lack the depth of character to truly relate to others. But one who has overcome difficulties develops wisdom, humility, and strength. Ultimately, it is through challenges that we build character traits such as patience, courage, and empathy, which define who we are as human beings. Health, relationships, and dreams are three pillars that give life its true balance and meaning. Health is the foundation upon which everything else rests, because without physical and mental well-being, even the greatest ambitions cannot be pursued. Relationships provide emotional support, love, and connection, making life worth living and preventing loneliness. Dreams, on the other hand, fuel our motivation and give us a sense of direction, inspiring us to grow and achieve. When all three are valued and nurtured, life becomes fulfilling and purposeful. Health is often taken for granted until it begins to deteriorate. People may sacrifice their health in the pursuit of wealth or success, only to realize later that no amount of money can buy back lost vitality. Maintaining good health requires discipline in diet, exercise, rest, and mental balance. A strong body and a clear mind enable us to face life's challenges with energy and confidence. If health is neglected, every other aspect of life suffers. If health is neglected, every other aspect of life suffers, which is why it must always remain a type of level. Every other aspect of life suffers if it is not a right thing. Relationships are equally vital because no one can thrive in isolation. Family, friends, and loved ones provide encouragement, comfort, and companionship through both joys and sorrows. Strong relationships remind us that we are not alone in our journey, and they give meaning to our success. However, relationships demand care, respect, and time. When we value and nurture them, they become our greatest strength in moments of weakness. But if we neglect them, we may find ourselves surrounded by achievements, yet empty inside. Dreams are the third element that must be cherished because they keep our spirit alive and our life moving forward. Dreams give us purpose and inspire us to push beyond limitations. They may require sacrifice, hard work, and persistence, but the pursuit of dreams makes life exciting and meaningful. Without dreams, life can feel routine and uninspired. When health is protected, relationships are nurtured and dreams are pursued, a person finds true balance in life, one that brings happiness, growth, and fulfillment. Life is not like a game that allows multiple restarts. It gives us only one chance to live it fully. Each moment that passes is unique and will never come back again. This reality makes it essential for us to approach life with seriousness, gratitude, and purpose. Many people live as if they will have endless opportunities, wasting years in procrastination or carelessness. But in truth, we are all on a limited timeline. The awareness that we have only one life should motivate us to make the most of it, to act with urgency, and to treat every day as a valuable opportunity. When we understand that life gives us just one chance, we begin to live more intentionally. Instead of postponing dreams, we start working toward them today. Instead of taking relationships for granted, we express love and care while we still can. Instead of waiting for the perfect time, we realize that now is the only time we truly own. Living with this mindset does not mean rushing through life, but rather appreciating it and making choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. The idea of having only one chance also teaches responsibility. Since we cannot rewind or undo past mistakes, we must think carefully before making decisions. Every action carries consequences that shape the direction of our lives. This does not mean we should fear failure, but it does mean we must learn quickly, grow from our mistakes, and avoid repeating them. Treating life as a single precious chance pushes us to live with discipline, focus, and wisdom so that we do not look back with regret. Moreover, the one chance we have in life is not just about personal gain. It is also about the impact we leave on others. Our words, actions, and contributions influence the lives of those around us, and once spoken or done, they should create a legacy of kindness, integrity, and purpose. Since there is no second chance to rewrite our story, it becomes our responsibility to live in such a way that our journey inspires others and reflects the true value of the gift we have been given. Ladies and gentlemen, life is too short and too precious to be treated carelessly. Every breath we take, every moment we live, and every choice we make carries weight. If we live with discipline, respect our time, nurture our relationships, value our health, embrace challenges, and pursue our dreams with determination, we can create a life of meaning and fulfillment. Remember, we have only one chance to live this journey, and there are no second opportunities to rewrite our story. So let us treat life with the seriousness it deserves, not as a joke, but as the greatest responsibility and blessing we will ever have.